My critical issue is, should all early childhood centers be held to the same minimum standards of quality? I strongly believe that they should be held to the same minimum standards for quality. Standards are an important part of education of any kind. Standards set the tone for centers, schools, and school personnel to create a better environment for children in early childhood education programs. There will always be an issue in talking about whether or not minimum standards should be put in place. My first question was, will the adoption of national standards improve the public education system? I do believe that the national standards will improve public education in various ways, like providing a path for teachers while planning their lessons, providing children with developmentally appropriate activities for their abilities, creating a classroom based on milestones and necessary activities and goals that should be met, and the use of assessments throughout the school year to assess the progress of children to better serve them with their educational struggles. The number one purpose of the Common Core is to create a better learning environment that is rich and full of educational standards that will only improve the skills of children in public schools. The Common Core allows teachers to alter their lessons based on the needs of their students, but they should be staying within the standards that develop skills that are necessary. The Common Core will help all students in their public school education, but especially the millions of children who are at risk from being left behind. There are many children who fall behind each year, and many different reasons why they fall behind. The Common Core will somewhat stop that from happening because teachers will have a clear understanding on what to teach, how to assess the children, and how to revisit standards that are not being met. The earlier we diagnose learning issues, the better the public school system will be. With the Common Core, teachers are able to plan their own lessons as long as it follows the Common Core standards being provided. Standards do not limit teachers or children in any way, shape, or form. They provide a pathway for teachers to teach the proper skills that are necessary and that children must acquire during their education. I think that the more uniform education is, the better. The way teachers understand This way teachers understand what should be taught and how to better educate children in their classroom. I have been observing in a kindergarten classroom with a teacher who has been teaching for 20 years. She has said that the Common Core can be quite intimidating sometimes, but she knows that the children in her class are benefiting from the standards that she sets forth in her lessons. When the children are struggling, she creates a small group and revisits the standards in a different way depending on the learning abilities of the students in the small group. She gives the student hard assessments throughout the year so that she can keep record and help the children if they are struggling. The Common Core standards have truly benefited her and her students. She creates clear lesson plans that align with the standards, and she is able to create lesson plans that appeal to her students to further develop their skills. The teachers in the kindergarten department that she works with, they share lesson plans and ideas on how to implement these standards in the most effective way for all the learning abilities in their classroom. That is one of the most important aspects of teaching, is finding a way to teach all learning styles and abilities in your classroom. And that's exactly what the Common Core does. The Common Core standards provide goals for children and teachers to meet throughout the year. And this serves as a pacing guide and ensures that all of the benchmarks are being met by the children. So that is why I believe that implementing Common Core will only improve public schools.